All right, Daniela, can you lay supine for us?
So when you sleep on your back, a number of different things can happen. One of those things is we had talked earlier about the natural curvature of the spine, how at the low back you have a natural curve called the lordosis. So in the third trimester of pregnancy, when you have all of this weight that's now in your abdomen, when you sleep on your back, you decrease that natural curvature. And so you might experience from this pain here locally in the low back, but that pain can travel and can create more pain in different areas, whether it's your mid-back or your hip, or all the way up into your neck and even down to your feet. So that's one thing that can happen if you sleep on your back. Another thing is you can create more pressure on the major blood vessels that travel down through your abdomen, namely your descending aorta and your inferior vena cava, which are two major arteries and veins that travel down your abdomen. And so what happens is you cut off that circulation that feeds your lower extremities and brings blood back into your heart as well. But even more importantly is you cut off the blood and the nutrients and the oxygen that gets to your fetus that is also down here. And lastly, you can also create more pressure on your bladder as you sleep on your back because, again, of all this extra and new weight that you have here in the abdomen. So what happens then is you have decreased amounts of sleep because you get up more at night, and then you also lose the quality of sleep during that as well.
Can you lay prone for us?
Another position to avoid is lying on your stomach, prone. A reason to avoid this position is because you're causing increased pressure on the same structures as you would in supine, which is the descending aorta, the inferior vena cava, and also your bladder. But most importantly, laying in this position is going to cause pressure on the baby because gravity is going to push your body down onto the fetus.
And can you lay on your side, please?
Another sleeping position that we have, and it's actually the best sleeping position, is sleeping on your side. The reason we have you sleep on your side is because all the structures that we spoke about before, being compressed and being decreasing blood flow to your baby. By you sleeping on your side, it promotes those structures to be more open. That way you can get nutrients, blood, and oxygen to your baby without any negative effects to them. So if you're sleeping on your side, what would happen to your back is that because of the weight of the baby and pressure of gravity, it's going to push your spine down to the table. It's going to kind of give you an unwanted curve that you don't want that could possibly cause pain. So when we have people sleep on their side, we tell them to put a pillow right above their hips, right on their lower back, and that way it keeps the spine in a neutral position. Keeps their spine in a neutral position. That way it doesn't cause any pain. Okay, this is right sideline. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to left sideline. So with left sideline, it's actually the best position to sleep because it has the same added benefits as I just stated, but because blood follows gravity, or gravity helps the blood, it makes the blood easier to pump throughout the body due to the heart being on the left side. That way, it's easier for your baby to get the oxygen, to get the nutrients, and get the blood flowing.
Okay, Danielle, can I just have you lie on your side? To help make this a little more, have more support, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pillows underneath here, so lift up. And we're also going to place pillows underneath, between your knees to add a little more support, as we mentioned before.
So today we talked about 4 of the main sleeping positions and the effects that they could have on your body during pregnancy. One of the ways that we talked about was sleeping on your back, as you see here, or supine. In this position, we're really concerned about the weight and compression that could be occurring on some organs and vessels that are running through the body, so you could be reducing blood flow in this position. Another area that we're concerned with is that there's going to be a flattening of the spine, which could lead to some local pain here or anywhere throughout the spine. Another way that we talked about was lying prone. In this position, if you can imagine another baby here, there's going to be some compression of those vessels and organs, which isn't good. But also in this position, we're going to see an increase of the lumbar spine, again leading to maybe some pain here or throughout the rest of the spine. Another position we talked about was in right sideline. So in this position, this is better than the other two, but it's not optimizing blood flow. But in this position, it's not bad. Just want to make sure that you're using pillows to kind of counteract any positions that could throw your spine out of neutral, as well as the hips down here. So the pelvis, you want to put a pillow somewhere in between here. And then finally, in the left side lying position, this is going to maximize blood flow and keep the spine in the best neutral position if we use those pillows. You're maximizing blood flow because blood flows out of the left region of the heart. So in this left side lying position, gravity is kind of pushing a lot more blood to that region. This is going to help with perfusion to the rest of the body, and it's going to really help out the baby.